And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Daigneault. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Not a good idea to take a nap on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and that athleticism. So much power. Way to get up.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. A good shot there, and it's off target. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
On defense, Boston. They trail by one. Williams, that's good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunchy.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And even without that three-ball dropping form, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Here's Caruso. Pulls up from the corner. Williams can't get it to go. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Caruso, no good. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Pritchard. Here's Porzingis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Holmgren.
Some people call Porzingis a unicorn, and they're not wrong. His terrific stature and his shooting ability, that is a rare combination.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They've built from within.
They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical for OKC.
And that passing ability really helps separate Tatum from so many others because the defense has to focus on his ability to score.
Here's Pritchard, and the layup is good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Off the run. And finished off by Williams.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
14.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And finished off by Horford.
And Horford off the pick expects the pass. That's difficult to guard.
On three-pointer, Wiggins. And it's White with the rebound. Boston leading by 8. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they've figured out how to win. Defensive ace Pete York talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game pulling in the right direction. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Here's Wallace. Back to Joe. Tries yet again. Al Horford with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Hauser. Hasn't made one yet. Inside. Horford, good. And the Celtics lead by 9.
I like that Al right there just got a great angle, and he finished strong.
And the shot goes in.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the basket by Hauser.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Celtics have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
To the middle. Pass to Hauser. The kick out to Brown. The three. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Back to Dort. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustles the guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
No good. And it's Dort off the drive.
And Dort with the big-time dunk.
Boston leading by 7. Here's Brown, and he lays it straight in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Williams. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis inside. The kick out to Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time. Which can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
He gets that one.
Jaylen Brown.
Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility. Didn't convert the free throw.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Launches it. Craig can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
That one drops for him. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead. Here's Pritchard. The kick out to Tatum. With 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
With the score, your Thunder 30, the Celtics 34.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boston leading by 4. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Sometimes you do a little extra work, something good comes your way, and Porzingis cleans up that offensive rebound.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
The Thunder have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
The defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
And Dort gets it to go.
How about the athleticism of Dort? You see the width he has, but man, he can outwork you defensively.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes. So far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
It doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boston ball.
Here's Holiday. That one goes. Counted. Holiday's got 7 points.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Personal foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
White up top. Releases.
So much talk about the work ethic of Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong defensive play that time.
That bucket in no time at all. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 3 now for Oklahoma City.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Orford. Here's Tatum. And that's out of bounds. Boston will return possession.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Homer can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one drops. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Jason Tatum.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
To the left side wing. Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. The offensive rebound. They swipe it. Here's Pritchard. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Brett, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way. And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Timeout call, the Celtics. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
And stolen by Caruso. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And it's off from 3-point range. Celtics trailed by 3. Pass to Craig. Here's Cornette. Over to the wing. Takes it off the glass.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Chalk up 2 there.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Tatum, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
For Boston, they have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
Jason Tatum.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Wallace. To the paint. The layup off target. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the
52. The Celtics. 48.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Here's Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
Second personal foul.
He's listed in 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. There are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
For 3, Holmgren. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Celtics trailed by 6. To the inside. Horford.
Al Horford.
The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Pretty much an Al Horford staple right there. A polished player who has lots of confidence when he gets in that range.
Williams with a clean one. And Boston with the rebound. It's Brown with the drive. And finished off by Brown.
And Brown with bad intentions on that drive.
Williams can't get it to go. They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
That's tipped. They retain possession. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Baseline Jay on the way. And that one hits back iron. Brown outside. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said, this game's going to come down to mistakes. We play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Fourth quarter of play, we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there. Gilgeous-Alexander coming through big time.
Here's Holiday into the lane, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Holmgren wide open. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's Tatum. Taken away by Williams.
And that's a great play on defense there. Force him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
1:30 left to play here in the fourth. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
A great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
5 to shoot. Celtics passing it around. Knocks down the trifecta.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's in!
Say it with me now. S-G-A. Get it done.
Pass to Tatum. And Holmgren pulls it down. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Brown. To Porzingis.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up.
At the line to the Celtics.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead.
He's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trailed by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
You don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And so is good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Out to Porzingis. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having
While I'm